with James Scorza, Mitchkovsky, and Joe Marks. Philly in the house, midnight green stand up. Jalen Hurts take flight, turn this field to thunder. Saquon breaking loose, Kenya locks it down. Every yard, every hit, bleed that Philly proud. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. Let's go! Fly, Philly, fly. Crank that sound sky high.
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to Fly Like an Eagle. We got a lot to talk about. The most anticipated joint practice has now been concluded. The Eagles lose to the Baltimore Ravens in the first preseason game, and we got the Patriots tomorrow. How you guys doing? Joe Marks, James Scorcher from Patterson App Sports Show, where you can actually catch them every Saturday morning. Well, not every Saturday morning, but
Every other Saturday, yeah.
every other Saturday at 9 a.m. How you guys doing, man?
I'm still trying to remember that. All good, brother. All good. Just been that kind of a week, you know. Obviously, Eagles played vanilla, and the weather didn't hold up. But other than that, give us hopefully the joint practices give us something to grab onto tomorrow. But obviously, it's preseason football. But man, I mean, I guess I could say that I wish that we don't like play the same kind of level of results that we did last Saturday. But all good here, man. How you been?
I'm good. My neck is feeling better. It was like last week, I kind of slept on it funny. So
Right.
then it kind of ruined my weekend a little bit. And then it
Yeah.
was just all good. I'm getting back into the gym. I had my trainer yesterday. So on the way up. How you doing, Joe?
I'm doing good. Look, joint practices, preseason game 2, which means we're getting just closer and closer to the regular season, which is really going to be interesting because I'm really curious what they are going to put out there and what they're not. Like what we're seeing on the preseason, if that's them hiding what they're going to do, God, I hope it's like the exact opposite. Like I hope that what
Right
they're
there,
doing
yeah.
in preseason's like, yeah, we're just giving you like the behind the like in the
Beyond the
back of the
curtain.
book.
Beyond
Yeah,
the
like
curtain,
it's
yeah.
just a little bit, but it's not the whole thing. It's like
Yeah.
if someone said, "Hey, I want to get your secret recipe," but you only gave them one ingredient to that recipe, they're like, "Wait a minute, where's the rest of it?"
Well, it's kind of like a SpongeBob episode, like what Finding What's Doing for Mr. Krabs. All these, I know, I gotta laugh today. I
I
haven't
was
laughed in a
gonna do that.
week.
I was gonna
I
say
haven't
the
laughed
same
in a
exact
week.
one.
It's been that kind of a week, and I probably need a laughter here. But yeah, I agree. It's kind of like the thing about it too with the Eagles too is that hopefully that they're not showing anything now, but once the real season starts, like they just phase on all cylinders, just like that, you know.
Yeah. So before we get into the actual show, I have a quick question for you guys. Is
Sure.
August slow for you? Because it feels really slow to me.
Yeah,
Like,
a little
I just
bit.
wanted to be over with.
Yeah, as do I, gonna admit. I
Well-
always counted down until August, but I said, you know what, dude? I think I might be just like, dude, just give me to September now. Fuck it.
It's so interesting because like my daughter starts kindergarten next week, and I'm just
Wow.
like, what the hell? I'm like, so my daughter asks me, and she's 5, so she's just asking me a really straightforward, "Daddy, does that mean that the summer's over?" And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, kind of. I'm like,
Vaguely.
but not really, but because like, you know, go outside there in the last couple days, it's still summer. I mean, like that is
It's
not
definitely-
fall.
Yeah. Well,
It-
today the temperatures are kind of feeling like a little bit like
Yeah, it was better
not
today.
like a little better today than the last few weeks or so. Kind of like feels like in the 80s today. Actually, it's reasonable.
I'm an educator by trade, and I will say this. I know, Mitch, you and James don't have children, but like to all those that are watching that are getting ready for those kids to go back to school.
Yeah, sure.
I got to get on my soapbox and be like, yo, it's a jip that they get gypped of a week of summer vacation. Why? So we
I
can go
know.
back for 2-3 days to say hi. Like, come on now, give them a week. Give them to
Yeah,
the end
give
of
them back
the
this. I mean, whenever we were
Labor
kids,
Day.
we used to. Yeah, I agree.
Labor
Like
Day.
when we were kids, we started like mid-September. I remember, like September was the month we started school. Now it's like August. It's like, dude,
It
seriously?
was usually like a day or two after Labor Day.
Right.
We
Yeah.
would start school, and
Exactly.
even that would be a slow build. And then we would stay in school till like the beginning of June,
Oh
and
no.
they still
I
stay
actually
until the beginning of
mid-June.
June.
Actually, so it's like when I got done school was like mid-June, except for another
Yeah.
time that was closing the school. But other than that, yeah, it's just like yeah. I
It's
mean, like
just, I mean, yo,
ridiculous.
like these kids are attached to screens as it is. Let them play, like let
Yeah.
it. But
Let them
Yeah.
enjoy the
yeah,
summer
that's
for once. Yeah, yeah, it's another. I'm with you. I'm right there with you, pal.
a parental PSA for the show.
Yeah,
Yeah. All
I'm
right.
with you.
So let's get right into it. The Eagles lose. Let's just knock this out of the way. The
Yeah, let's get
Eagles
it out of
lose
the
to the
way.
Baltimore Ravens in their first preseason game. There was a lot. There was some positives there. There
Mhm.
was some positives. My guy Markel Bell looked like a #1 lineman out there. Darius
Yep.
Cooper had some nice plays. There were some good players. Joe, I'm gonna start with you. What do you like from the first preseason game?
Oh, I was kind of there was two standouts for me. The play of Jeremiah Trotter Jr. stood out to me.
Yeah.
He was all over the place, and he's been having a really good camp, and that game just proves he wants to be in the rotation. Um, the numbers two thing, and I brought this up to kind of James the other day
Mhm.
because it was like whoa, eye opening. Is that Bernard kid from Nigeria? The fact that
Mhm.
we have two African born players that have never played football, one from Nigeria and one from the now I'm
Oh,
blanking on where.
oh, Abeke, Biko,
Yeah,
the
he
one that took over,
yeah,
the one that has N'Kobe Dean's number. I forget how to say his name.
yeah,
Abuka, not Abuka, but something like that, though. Yeah,
he's from Africa too.
yeah.
And but Bernard had actually a good game. And even Ross Tucker on the commentary said like he threw his guy out the way.
Mm,
But because he doesn't tackle live players in practice,
right.
when he threw the
Mm,
guy out of the way, he had the running back lined right up right there. He didn't know how to tackle.
right.
And I'm like, oh, okay. That's understandable. Like that's not just a rookie mistake. That's like a never played the game before mistake.
Mhm.
And that's fine. That's going to happen. But these two kids, if this is the next coming of Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter, who Lord.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, Mitch, I don't know what their size. I mean, I know the one size for Bernard, but if I'm imagining in my head what these guys possibly look like, I'm imagining like guys like Obafemi, like
Yeah.
that kind of like dominant, and
Mm,
I'm like, okay, I'm good with that.
mm.
And well, actually, Mr. Scorza actually gave us some breaking news here.
Mm.
Johnny Wilson has been waived by the Eagles. Probably help Darius Cooper's chances. Johnny Wilson is no longer an Eagle.
You
Thought?
know, it's funny. I thought about this too. I think it was probably since my dad Joe Scorza brought up the Johnny Wilson thing. I said to myself, is there was a possibility he might not make the team anyway because like Cooper's showing out. So for me, the one thing that stood out to me on Saturday was definitely what Joey said about Trot Jr. Becoming a real good player in this league, and I think he's going to probably make the job more easier said than done. Like he walked in mile, and also like father, like son, how he was, like how his father was. But I think right now, I think he wants to show that he can play. And I think the other thing too that I was really happy to see too is that I actually saw a little bit of a not much though, but I was glad to see that some other players made a good impact, like Ola Bernard and the other player, I forget his name, Deontay Lawson, not Lawson, the other Nigerian fella. I forget his name, but the thing, obviously, there wasn't a lot to talk about in preseason game number 1. It kind of felt like it was like more vanilla than anything. I mean, sure, Andy Dalton's been around for like so many years, and he showed up and didn't show up and show out. But Tanner McKee was a little bit of a surprise because kind of feel like he's not like ready for prime time either. But I did like what I see out of Peyton. I thought he did okay in that second to last drive of the night. But I think the one thing that stood out to me both on offense and defense, I think it was Darius Cooper, who was a good. I'll go in your favor there too, Mitch. I'll say Markel Bell was a real big factor in that game, and I also liked what Trot Jr. did in that game in week 1 too, in the preseason.
So other African defensive linemen from Kenya.
Kenya,
that's
right.
Nigeria, one's from Kenya.
Gotcha.
Yep, and we got
A
Ryan.
lot of players on this team. That's when you know. I'm sorry, Mitch. What's that?
No, you're good. You're good. Go.
No. I was just agreeing with Joey. I said, yeah, there's a lot of players on the team that obviously like 90 players. You kind of figure out like which one is which, and if you're trying to figure out a roster, if you're trying to make a Madden roster for 90 players, it's kind of like you like run out of salary cap, like I kind of do with like on like Howie Roseman. I hacked my Madden account and made my salary cap more. Well, yeah. It's beside the point, you know. But
yeah. Joe, when you were like backing up Johnny Wilson last week, and now you're hearing that he got waived. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think he's going to get signed to the practice squad. I think he got waived and he's going to get put into the practice squad at some point. I'm not. I mean, I'm disappointed, but at the same time, like I kind of don't blame the situation because. Are you gonna waive someone like Elijah Moore? Are you gonna waive someone like Hollywood Brown? Because you got to think, you got Wicks, you got Cooper, you got Smitty, and you got Mekhi Lemon. There's 4,
just like
and
that,
then Elijah Moore, and then Hollywood. That's 6. You're not carrying 7 receivers. I mean, they might have a hard time carrying 3 tight ends.
True.
And that's gonna be a struggle right now. And I know we're gonna get to like the Patriots and the joint practices, but Eli Stowers kind of looked like he struggles. So there might be a chance where he gets put on the practice squad, and we're only carrying 2 tight ends. So like there's a universe in some way where Johnny Wilson's not done and. We don't know what this, receiving core is really going to do when there's live rounds fired in the regular season.
Yeah. I think the other one that stood out to me on that game on, I think it was Saturday. I'm trying to get my days right here. So I thought Ty Robinson showed out a little bit too. I thought he played very well. For me, I was kind of bothered by the first series. Actually looked like it was going somewhere. And then a penalty happened, and it kind of killed the drive. And it was just like that's kind of like how it was the rest of this game. And yeah, sure. I mean, you want to be ready for week 1, and I think last week it was probably more of a culture game for the Ravens because they want to figure out what their team is after the departure of John Harbaugh. And I'm thinking like maybe they were trying to do something to build a culture for that team. But if they start to struggle like this tomorrow, and then they struggle this at the end of the preseason, and they get ready for regular season game number 1, I would be like, I don't want to be like too much of a negative, Debbie Downer or a negative here, but I got to see more tomorrow. I got to see more out of you have to show up and show out and do like a TO 81-yard. touchdown bomb like it was back 22 years ago to the day yesterday. But you got to show me a little bit of like you got to give me something that's not, I wouldn't say poor, but you got to show me something that you belong in this league. I mean, it's one thing that I love about preseason, and it's the one thing I hate about preseason. Like preseason games because football is back, and then after the second preseason game, it's like, okay, let's get to the real football games now because it feels like the real season. I mean, that's the one thing I hope that they could change it around.
But we're going to see that change soon. They're going to lower it from 3 preseason games to 2 and have it as 18-game regular season. That's
That's right.
gonna happen sooner rather than later. So don't worry, that's gonna be changed. There's gonna be more.
More
My feeling
football.
is there's gonna be more joint practices than there's
Yeah.
gonna be preseason games, really.
Yeah, I
Oh,
get
yeah.
that too. I get that too because you think about it, like joint practices are this generation's new fourth preseason game or three
Yeah.
pre dress rehearsal or you name it. Like
Mhm.
you said. So that I mean that eventually preseason games won't go away, but like you said there too, Joe, I think it's probably that they're gonna move it to like 2 preseason games because after because I mean I will be okay if there was two because the way like they play vanilla and see like teams that are just not showing out. Like last night, I saw a good game last night. It was probably the Raiders and the Texans. I caught the last minute of it because I was working on something else for a change. And I said to myself, is that if they have like more games like that and try to figure out like I don't want to have a game that's like a 3-3 tie and it's in halftime and then you got no highlights to show and you had to do like a breaking news story about, oh, did you hear about Kelsey and Swift getting married or Aaron Rodgers on Pat McAfee? Like I feel bad for like people that are in the business that like do halftime shows and they show you nothing but like just just like you try to figure out, okay, what highlights do I show in the first half, like because it was of like a nothing burger. But they find ways to do it. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, but it's a different league now. Obviously, it's not the same league we used to. So maybe 2 preseason games will be better because maybe it'll be good for the better. And like my dad Joe Scorza says, as a season ticket holder himself, he said I have been just fine not paying an extra paying extra for a preseason game as part of my package. So yeah, that makes sense too. He's right about that though, because he gonna admit when we were going to games when I was a kid, like we would watch 4 preseason games and it was 2 games like back to back. It was like either 2 games that were at the link and then there was 2 games on the road, or maybe they rotated between. But yeah, in a way I kind of understand why they have these joint practices. I mean, it kind of sucks though because I want to see actual preseason tune-ups, but maybe it's the new age of football and joint practices are taking over.
Yeah. So let's just talk about the Eagles joint practice with the New England Patriots. Obviously, we had AJ Brown going up against Quinion Mitchell. They went
Mm.
back and forth. AJ Brown did catch a couple of touchdowns in the red zone, but it gets me to think. Last year, AJ Brown wasn't like this. Like you're seeing a different AJ Brown right now in New
Mhm.
England. And
Yeah.
then after their joint practice, him and Jalen Hurts were talking. They
Yeah.
were talking. So I don't know if there's some if they rekindled everything. I want them to rekindle. But Joe, how do you feel about AJ Brown and the whole open practice?
Well, this isn't Love Island. I don't care who's rekindling who what.
Right, right.
I'm not into that. But here's what I will say. I think that both guys knew that they left a sour taste in each other's mouth when they departed, when things went down the way that they did. And I think that encounter was them just saying, okay, nothing personal. This is just business.
Mm.
And I think both of them have kind of understood that. Like, okay, we're on opposing sides now. Like, we can hold on. I think a lot of people make a lot more of it than what's been reported. I think a lot of the Eagles beat reporters when AJ was here, especially the last 2 years, it feels like soap digest. Like, the little thing, the little booklet you see when you go to the counter at the grocery store. It's like,
Mhm.
that see what happens on the next episode of Days of Our Life. Like, I don't care. It's
Right.
like just
Right.
play
I can't. I
football.
got you. It's like a
Yeah.
soap
What
opera. Yeah.
when
Exactly.
when it was happening and it was dealing with things off the field, I was like, okay, whatever. But as long as it doesn't leak onto the on the field stuff, and that's where it frustrated me because it felt like it absolutely did.
Mm.
That being said, I think the joint practices were pretty good. They went 1-1. Basically, they lost on Wednesday and
Mhm.
won yesterday. Um, So there was a lot of issues with Jalen. He threw 5 interceptions in 2
Oh,
days.
oh,
So now this may not be as bad as that sounds. This might not be about Jalen not being able to throw the ball. This
mm.
might be about, and Elliott Shore Parks, which I don't always agree with
Yeah, that's
him.
what I was going at.
I don't always agree with him on things, but one of the things he kind of explained is with the makeup of these guys, the physicals of these receivers, they don't have a wide catch radius.
Right.
So Jalen's got to put it in a very small window for these guys to catch it, especially if they're throwing it over the middle. Look,
Right.
Jalen is going to make sure that he's not going to cost his team wins.
Mm.
So he's not going to just go blindly into this offense saying, okay, I'm going to throw 3 interceptions in the first half. I'm just going to keep going and keep doing this.
Mhm.
Like, no, something's got to change. They're picking up what we're doing.
Mhm.
So this is where the Mannion Hurts relationship has to flourish, has to grow. Let him make the interceptions in practice. Let him make the interceptions when it doesn't count. I would rather him do that and the receiver and him and Mannion all fix it together before the game actually
The
starts.
actual season starts. Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
like
Yeah.
I don't want like look, I understand he's going to throw interceptions because he's going to
Mhm.
wind up throwing the ball more. I understand that, but I'm also understanding that there's a lot of nuance to this offense this season that a lot of people are just going to have to ease back and kind of understand. Number one, a new offense, like a
Sure.
brand new offense. Number two, new personnel, receiver personnel.
Mhm.
Everybody but Goddard and Saquon and Smitty are new. And
That's right.
so that is a huge, huge change when you're trying to think, okay, can I trust you? Can I throw it into this tight end window and trust you? He trusts Smitty. He trusts Goddard. But can he trust Wicks? Can he trust Moore? Can he trust Hollywood Brown? Can he trust Makai Lemon when he gets on the field? Like those are going to be real question marks, and it's going to be curious to find out what the answers to those questions are.
Yeah, we'll see.
And you're gonna like this, James. My
Yeah.
guy James from Steelers Daily. I guess he's actually a part of Hardcore Sports. He's a Steelers guy. He's on the NFL Sunday Morning Show with us every Sunday morning at 10. He comes in and goes, AJ Brown can go screw himself. He whined his way out of town. Hey, I was just trying to keep it cordial, man. That's it. I didn't want to,
Well,
start anything.
Well, I mean, he's not wrong about that though.
No.
He kind of like threw a grenade in the locker room and then like went AWOL, So basically,
Well, the part of this that I think a lot of Eagles fans are going to have a lot of pain to it. And I'll ask
Yeah.
you guys this question because this got brought up and I felt like it was an interesting question.
Hmm.
Terrell Owens, he left Philadelphia at the time when he left. It was a bit of a bitter taste in our mouth because he went to the Cowboys, right?
Mhm.
It took, I don't know, 20 years before we were like, yeah, okay, Terrell Owens. Like, it's
Yeah, TO,
we don't dislike you anymore. Like, we don't
Right.
have that.
We won our Super Bowl. We're good.
We don't have that vinegar in our blood for you anymore. Like, it's fine. How long do you think
He's right
it'll
about
take
that.
for Eagles fans to get over AJ Brown? Like, how long do you think will it take? Another 20 years? Will AJ come back in 2044 and come back for the 20th anniversary of the Super Bowl championship?
Yeah,
And
right.
will everything be all good? Like,
I'm
what do you
gonna
guys think?
say it is not gonna be like what happened with the TO. It's not gonna be like that. AJ Brown already got a Super Bowl here. He's
Right.
already committed his goal. It was after that he started like whining. He started like he wanted the ball more. So I think the Eagles fans, there's Eagles fans out there that miss him. There's Eagles fans out there that hate him. There's Eagles
Mhm.
fans out there. They're like, you know what? It is what it is, man. Thank you for the Super Bowl. Let's move on. This Eagles wide receiver core did take a huge blow, letting him trading him to the Patriots, and it's just like it is what it is with me.
Yeah,
James,
I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. But with both of you guys, I think you guys make valid points. For me, the thing that just almost lost my headphones there for a sec. So yeah, I mean it's one of those things that I think the one thing I learned about AJ Brown and what he brought to the table. When we first got him, I was like, dude, we're going to a Super Bowl. Like it was like kind of like just as good against Saquon Barkley. And then I saw his background when he was not getting the ball a lot. He gets a little disgruntled in Tennessee. It happened here in Philly, and it could happen again with the Patriots if Drake May doesn't throw to him. And I mean, at first I was a little pissed off because he was trying to feel like he was better than everybody else and kind of feel like he was the ass of the room. If you know, you know. So I guess the other thing too is that sure, I mean he got us our Super Bowl. Sure, he was a great receiver, but maybe I don't know how much he will be better with Drake May or he will be here because I think if he was still here, I think he will be a better. I think he'll have a better quarterback than Drake May. I'm not crazy about. I mean, unless it's Tom Brady, maybe he would. Maybe I'll own back and say, okay, maybe it is a quote unquote football heaven. Like if Scott Rowan saw that, like he said baseball heaven, and he would think about like if this is football heaven. But Drake May to me is not, unless he's another version of Tom Brady or he's another Drew Bledsoe or more so he's like another key component. I mean, we'll see him tomorrow. Though. We'll see what he brings to the table tomorrow. But then again, he's not going to play in the preseason. Patriots fans are all over the moon about it because they're like, "Yay, we got one guy and we got rid of the other. We got one Brown, and then we got rid of the other one." But overall, I mean, I got to see it to believe it first before I realize that he either made a mistake or he just is better off there, or like you said, like we're just. I'm just tired of it, gonna admit. I'm just flat out tired of it.
Well, here's my thing. I think that overall, like they're still in the honeymoon phase. Like so everything's great now. Everything's
sure.
hunky dory up in New England right now. But when they are only at like 4-4 and AJ Brown's not getting the type of targets that he wants, or maybe he is, but they're just not winning as much. Is he the vocal leader that's going to rally the team? No. He wasn't the rallying guy when we were going on that big losing streak in 2023. Right. He didn't say anything in the locker room then. Like, we can act and put our heads in the sand about what AJ is, or what we think he is, but this is what I know he is. He chose to leave. And this is a fan base when you don't want us, we don't want you. And I think it'll take a little bit of time for AJ and some of the fan base to heal. Do I think he'll be back in 2034 celebrating the 10-year? Maybe. Do I think it'll take 20 years? No, I don't, because I honestly think that the beef between that really exists is between AJ and Jalen. And I think once they're both retired, it isn't going to matter anymore.
Because I mean, they'll probably like right into the sunset and do like a pod. They're not gonna. It's not gonna be a T.O. Donovan situation. I don't think it ever will.
This was never a power trip. You know, with the T.O. Donovan thing, that was like a power trip. Like Donovan felt like T.O. took his power. Right. And that he felt very envious. This is not that. This is AJ Brown saying, I'm not satisfied. And Jalen's like, okay, well, if you're not satisfied, there's the door. Right. Like, you know, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, I can only do what I can do. And if that's still not good enough, then go somewhere where you can get more.
And that's the thing, too, because you think about it, with the AJ situation is that I think in 10 years from now, or maybe 20 years from now, they'll look at that and say, hey, like, I know obviously, we'll wait and see. Like one day they get to Cannon if they're Hall. Maybe one day they'll get gold jackets and all that. But I think the reason why that AJ felt the way he did was more like I wouldn't say like last year was a true example. I was like flat out done with him. I was tired of the tweets. I was tired of the book reading and the sideline and just these questions about is AJ a true leader, this, that, and the other. But I look at it now, it's like, okay, he's gone. Let's move on. That's how I look at it. It's like he's not with us anymore. WIP beat the dead horse. F the beat F the dead horse. And more so, after a while, it's just like, okay, so like finally, probably after tomorrow, we can finally get back to football. We'll get the final preseason game done, and then we'll focus on the first game of the season against Washington. But right now, more than anything, it's that I don't think there was much of a controversy with that. I mean, if they want to look for a controversy, you want to look for a controversy. Look for a controversy that's a team that I mean, I would rather. I mean, I correct me if I'm wrong. My dad brought this up this week too. He says, when is there a LeBron James segment? Like for once, I want to hear LeBron James on ESPN. Like that's when I was growing tired of it. I wanted to hear LeBron James talk on ESPN because it was becoming a big old shit show, Because I mean, it's either that or
Put LeBron. Wait, I think I asked this now.
What's that?
What position if LeBron James was on the Eagles? What position would he be?
Oh
Tight
wow,
end.
tight end.
Tight end.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
I think he was a wide receiver in high school.
I was gonna say maybe he'll be like Dallas Scudder, like a slot
Yeah,
receiver, like a tight end.
He's what, like 6'8"?
Tight end.
6'8", 6'9",
He's
230.
6'9". Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a tight end.
Oh yeah,
He's
or maybe offensive lineman. Maybe.
Oh, no, not that
No.
light. Not that light.
Actually,
He's
no.
just around.
Let me correct that. Maybe a fullback. Maybe he'll be like a Dan
Honestly,
Klecko like.
Honestly, there's another way. I think he'd be one of the more premier quarterbacks. A 6'9" quarterback that can move, as long as he can throw, that's all that matters.
Hmm.
I mean,
Gotcha.
at 6'9",
He
you
is
can see over everybody.
6'9", 250.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's definitely tight end. That definitely a tight end receiver.
But
And there's a 6'9" receiver. I'm thinking like shit.
yeah, not many of those.
That would be like Markel Bell if he was like 6'9" and what's his height there again, Mitch? I'm sorry.
Who?
LeBron.
6'9".
6'9", 250?
50.
Yeah,
50?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Markel
Yeah,
Bell
yeah.
is the same height.
There you go.
but he's got like another 100 pounds on him.
Soaking wet. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Markel Bell is 6'9", 346.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Got almost
So
like
he's
another 100
100
pounds.
pounds more
Heavier.
than LeBron.
Yeah, that's a big
Craven
difference.
those
That
tasty
is-
cakes like a boss.
All right. So before we get into Makai Lemon, because he did practice on day 2. He did. We got to go real quick and show our love to the shoppingplaza.store. So really quick, and we'll be right back.
Aren't you tired of endless scrolling and overwhelming product searches? At the Shopping Plaza, we simplify and personalize your shopping experience, so finding the perfect product is easier and made for you. Step into a place where every gift and every moment begins with you. Welcome to the Shopping Plaza. Take your team pride to the next level, whether it's the pros or your college favorites. Start your day with a smile and express yourself with designs as bold, funny, or unique as you are. Celebrate the people who matter most, from teachers to family to life's newest arrivals. From holidays to once-in-a-lifetime moments, everything here is built around your story. And it doesn't stop there. Explore the newsstand for trending stories, sports, and inspiration. Because at the Shopping Plaza, where shopping is personal, your story is always in style.
All right, Joe, what you got going on at shoppingplaza.store right now? What you got going on?
So we are prepping and getting ready for Halloween coming up. And before Halloween even hits, there are going to be a lot of people that set up haunted houses. So we have got on the newsstand as a part of the shopping plaza. If you go to the shopping plaza store and click on the newsstand tab on the menu, you'll find all the blogs in kind of like a feed format. We got a couple blogs coming out about like best Halloween candies. We got best ways to create and set up a haunted house, how to stay safe on Halloween. We also are continuing with the sitcom showdown, but we're also going to be launching soon another chapter to the legacy showdown, which is Killers Clash. Who is the best horror villain of all time? And we will be starting that very shortly. So stay tuned. You could follow us, you could subscribe to our newsletter, and you'll get all the updates. So just go to the shoppingplaza.store, follow us on Twitter at Joe Wolf 112680, and also subscribe for our newsletter to get all the information and updates for all the things coming, blogs and products alike.
Hell yeah.
All right. So now we talked about AJ Brown. He's the past, right? We got to talk about the future, and that's Mekhi Lemon in this wide receiving core. Mekhi Lemon did he just did regular reps. He did not play with the actual team. James, how do you feel about Mekhi Lemon finally getting back on the field?
Yeah, I think I think it was very good to see him come back. Obviously he's still nursing that hamstring injury, but it was good to see him back on the field. I thought it was really good. For me, if I would actually, if he was still if he was able enough to play tomorrow, I would actually give him a little bit of reps to see how that hamstring does. But obviously, the funny fact is that with Mekhi Lemon, if he I didn't hear much about him during the week, and I said to myself, is that I was thinking maybe this will be a good opportunity to see what he does in preseason games. Maybe we won't see him tomorrow, obviously, but we'll probably see him next week to pre-ump for that game against Cincinnati, and then, like I mentioned, the first game against Washington. But yeah, it was a good sign. I thought it was a very good sign to see him come back last week, and it was good to see him get some good opportunities. I thought Tavion Wicks looked good too, and even Devontae Smith with that hamstring he was doing last week, before the Raven game, and he was doing a little bit of a kind of like the old Booker T scissor kicks with his hamstring. So it was kind of it was cool to see with that kind of stuff too. Y'all mentioned everybody.
Yeah, Joe, go.
So Mekhi Lemon's interesting to me. For me, it's I'm just hopeful that he's going to be okay. Hamstring injuries can linger, and I just want him to be at his full potential, because I don't want there to be an excuse. I don't want him to have a poor outing the first couple weeks and then Eagles just say, well, his hamstring's still acting up. Well, then don't put him out on the field right now. I mean, right now I want to see what this guy is really capable of, whether it was a Jalen Reagor draft or another, Devontae Smith kind of draft pick. I got to know what do we have, because honestly, I get USC's not in the, Pac-12 anymore, but it's just tough. I mean, this is that college and those kind of schools are tough to evaluate good receivers, because, they can be athletic, but they can also be, they can also kind of be like small fish in a large ocean when it comes down to getting into the NFL. They can be a big fish in a small pond in college, but when they get to the NFL, they sometimes shrink and it just becomes too overwhelming for them. So I'm hoping that Mekhi Lemon I'm glad he's on the field. I'm glad he's doing drills. But damn it, I just need you to heal and get ready for the regular season. I get that we're missing out on reps. I get that. But I'm still of the opinion he's not going to be the number 2, at least for the first half of the season.
He's not. That is Tavion Wicks, hands down. Hands down, he won that spot in my eyes. So 3 is going to be Darius Cooper. I think that's my spot for him. Makai Lemon is going to be the 4th, probably. And then you got Elijah Moore. Johnny Wilson is gone. So
Where
I
you put
like it.
Hollywood?
Oh, I forgot about Hollywood. He hasn't been
yeah.
around. In the
He's
joint
not been
practice.
effective. He's been a bit of disappointment too. Been a minute.
Like Hollywood Brown, I haven't heard anything of him until right now.
Neither with Elijah Moore either. You know, I haven't heard much about him either.
Well, Elijah
So-
Moore leads the team in training camp. He leads the team in catches.
Really?
So, yeah.
I didn't know that.
So maybe Hollywood Brown will be the
The guy
5th.
out, the 5th guy. Well, actually, that would be Stowers, maybe Goddard.
Stowers is the tight end, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying, oh yeah, that's right. But I was thinking like how they platoon like wide receiver, or maybe Brendan Covey. Maybe Brendan Covey could be like the 5th guy.
Not Quez Watkins. No, don't throw him the ball ever again.
No. I'm good.
Oh, we
No,
went
sir.
through that failed experiment. I'm surprised he went.
I'm
got
surprised
back
he's still on the team. Yeah, right. Right.
He's
Like,
actually on the ESPN depth chart.
I literally.
I didn't think he was
had-
on the team.
I literally
I-
had to pause, bitch, when I heard on the radio that he was on the team. I'm like, I'm sorry, what now? Did I go back in time? Like, is it like 2001 or 2021? Like, what? I'm sitting there like,
Yeah.
Quez Watkins. I'm like, do we have Jalen Rager back too? Like, what? Why
Well,
not?
I guess
You know?
JJ Arcega-Whiteside calling Howie. He's not picking up either.
Well, if we're gonna go get ex-Eagles as receivers, can we go get Mac Hollins back? Because apparently he's a stud now.
Dude.
Like,
What about
Oh,
Jordan Matthews?
dude.
no, he's a
Dude,
coach.
that's my guy. He went to the same school as my cousin.
He's
Wait.
a coach now.
Wait, who's this?
Yeah, I know.
I'm
Jordan
sorry, who's this?
Matthews. He went to Vanderbilt.
Oh God. Well, that's where
How about-
Stowers.
wait,
That's where.
hold on,
Wait, well,
hold on.
Stowers went. That's where Stowers went to
Yep.
college too.
That's who his coach was.
Yeah.
Jordan
How
Matthews.
about this? Me, Freddie Mitchell. Come on, 4th and 26. Bring me back.
I'll go after Nate Brown too, and Hank Basket.
Hey, Basket. That's a name.
The
I
only-
was big on Hank Basket, gonna admit, and Reggie
The
Brown.
only, the only thing I would go with Hank Basket for is to go to the Playboy Mansion. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To get his to ask for a good time. What he's got a lot of wood and he's not afraid of it.
Yeah.
He's a
So-
dude looking for wood.
Let's get on for the rest of the show. We got to talk about the game tomorrow against the
Yeah.
Patriots.
Yeah.
It's the second game. Do you guys see the starters playing at all?
Nah, I don't either.
The only
Uh,
one I see as a starter that's playing, going to possibly, well, two, and they're both going to be on the defense. One's Jahad Campbell, and the other one's the defensive lineman that I like, Hicks. No,
Oh,
his name.
Ty Robinson,
No, the Jalix Hunt.
Jalix Hunt. There you go.
That's
Yeah.
what it is. So, and Jalix Hunt's been having a really good camp as well. So I think they want to see what else they can get. I think Vic Fangio wants to see what else he can get out of these guys and their starters. And, I think getting them more reps is going to be good.
That's true. That's true.
So, yeah, I think those are the only two real starters you're going to possibly see.
Yeah.
I what I want to see tomorrow, I don't want to see a lot of Braden man punts. Last week it kind of reminded me, like if you're a drinking fan, like you would say like, okay, 10, like how much you want to bet, like when the punter comes out, you take a drink. I kind of felt like last week.
I did that back in the day when the Eagles stunk. I did that.
I rest my case. So
Yep.
it's probably a Grace Ferry thing.
Oh yeah,
Or a
I did
two-street
that.
thing.
Yeah. It was every time. So everyone would have to pick like a situation. So
Sure.
if someone picked like a punter, then you had to you say sip, but you had to drink a beer, like drink
chug
a
it.
whole
Yeah,
beer.
yeah.
So every time there was a punt, you got all the punts. That's what you chose. Someone
Oh,
else
boy.
picked field goal. someone else picked quarterback sack, like your quarterback gets sacked. No, I'm sorry. It was any quarterback gets sacked.
Yeah,
So
yep.
so there's that, and then interceptions or any turnover, and then touchdowns. So like we would all pick. There would be like 5 or 6 of us, and we would all pick one of those things. And anytime any of that happened in any of the Eagles games, we would have to guzzle a beer.
Well, let me ask you this. Like,
Hold on. I
What's
just
up?
saw something. You guys are gonna laugh. Okay, this is part of the beer conversation. So let me put this.
Shout out to Rick Tobias too, who does pubs and beers
Yep.
and too. So shout out to you, brother.
Let me just share this screen. James, you're gonna laugh your ass off.
Oh,
No,
God.
you're Family Guy. Who wants to play Drink the Beer?
Who wants to play Drink the Beer? Me too.
Drink the beer.
Right here.
You win.
All right. What do I win?
Another beer.
Oh, I'm going for the high score.
Well, actually, Charlie's got the high score.
Hey, man, your clock won't flush.
Well, I got a question to ask you.
Yeah.
Do you drink for the hang time, and then the more you drink?
No. It's not like if you're the punter or the kicker, you have to drink until the ball and the play is done. No.
Okay,
You-
so like it's not so even though the hang time too, you can't. You still got to. Oh God,
Well, there was.
I'm wearing a
there
white
was-
T-shirt today too, and it's not
Oh.
even funny.
So there was a fight an argument, I should say. I wouldn't say fight. There was an argument one time. Someone picked punter, right?
Oh no!
And
Oh,
so
shit.
they were going to come out and drink, right? Punter came out on the field. He was lifting his beer to his mouth,
Mhm.
and they faked it.
Oh,
And then he's like, "Wait a minute! I don't have to drink. He didn't pump the ball."
oh.
And we were all
Well,
debating, like,
I know I can go on and on about this, but here's the other question: what if it's blocked?
well, that's the other part. It's like, wait a minute, where does it end? Like, wait a minute. But the punter came out, so you should drink. But he didn't punt the ball. It's like, the rule is I drink when they punt. He didn't punt, and
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Well, you
so
would
if
have, but you would have been good with the Chris Marigo's punt return, the punt return back at 14 or something like
Well-
that, because it was like back-to-back weeks like last year too.
Here's the other thing, James. Going back to your pump block, it's like, okay, he does kick it. He gets the ball away.
Yeah.
So do you
dude,
still
I
have to
guess you're
drink even
spilling,
though
I
it's
guess.
blocked? It's like, okay. So yes, but yes, to answer your question in a long form, James, I have played that game. And depending on what side you're on, it's not fun at the end.
It's not. I'm not a drinker, but I know a thing or two. Like that to me reminded me. I was like, oh shit. Like it kind of reminds me of
And-
the time.
We did it with the double headers. So we did
Yeah,
the 1
shit.
o'clock and the 4 o'clock game.
Man, that's crazy, man.
Give me 1 second here. But look, when it comes to the game on tomorrow, this is all I gotta say about that. This is all I gotta say. It's preseason. I'm not looking too much into it.
I thought
I
you were
am
gonna
really
say,
not.
I thought you were gonna say the other
cannot
thing.
stand preseason, honestly. I
Yeah, I'm
really
with you.
cannot stand preseason. It is
Well,
what it is.
in a way, I like it. Here's the thing. I told you about this earlier too, and I'm going to bring it up again. The one thing I love about preseason is that football is back, and then after the second game, I'm thinking, okay, get me to regular season now. Kind of like how I feel about like if the team plays very vanilla like they do. It's like, okay, it's all good. Yada yada yada. Okay, when is September 1st, or when is September 13th? Whenever they start playing again.
Yeah.
I got you. I got you though. I'm right there with you. I mean, back then I would love preseason games because I would go to the link and spend time with my dad and this, that, and the other. But yeah, after a while, like if you're not showing me anything in the preseason, what's the friggin' point?
Yeah. 1 second. Let's just do this one more time.
Drink the beer.
Right here.
You win.
Hold
All
on.
right. What do I win?
Hey, who wants to play Drink the Beer?
Right here.
You win.
All right. What do I win?
Another beer.
Oh, I'm going for the high score.
Well, actually, Charlie's got the high score.
Hey, man, your clock won't flush.
So, Joe, that's you? You
Yeah,
know who
I-
he is.
yeah.
He's actually
after-
drinking right now. He's like Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, after like, a couple beers, I'm like, yo, this thing doesn't work anymore. And like here was the one thing. There was a friend of mine that we like when we went out and did this. He was like, okay, so if the running back fumbles the ball but then recovers it, is it still a turnover? And I'm like, we're not getting into this. This isn't like we're making bylaws. Drinking games aren't meant to be litigated with all these rules. You just play the game, man. And so
Well,
that's why it wasn't always good because we didn't create structure.
there
We
was a
just
thing last
drank.
year. There was a thing last year. I think it was probably one. I think it was that Charger game. I think a buddy of mine says like, let's have a drinking game. How many times Merle says modern group like 300 times? One of his commercial ads. It's like,
Or
I ain't doing that
Brianna
shit.
Roofing.
And Brianna Roofing, yeah. Oh no. It's what's that other other one that he does for commercials?
PNC. Brilliantly boring.
Yeah. So,
You know, it's
James,
I love
your dad-
when the game is like boring. It's like brilliantly boring.
So, James, your dad comes in and goes, I look at
Yeah.
preseason games to see individual players and see if they project once they would start.
Mm.
Me
Yeah,
too, but I'm just
as
like,
do I.
it's not on the top of my list. Let's go with that.
No,
Like, I would
it's
count
not.
I would count to eat with my parents that night of the game. We didn't get home until
Mm.
just after halftime ended.
Mm.
Like, we got home just in time for the third quarter, and I'm like, why am I here? I'm like, I could be editing, I could be doing this, that, and
Yeah, I got you.
it's not
Well,
the top of it.
I think the other thing too is that when I look for preseason games too, I just look for like music beds sometimes too, just like see, oh, they're playing Def Leppard, oh, they're playing Food Fighters, oh, like and then how they
It'll be
label
a great time to Joe. It will be a great time to have
By the
another
way, Russ is
beer.
in Philly tonight.
To have another beer.
See that's the thing. Whenever we went to the bar and did these drinking games, the bar doesn't turn up the volume enough to hear the music in the back.
Mm.
So we wouldn't know the music beds they would play.
Yeah,
But we got to such a point because I forget what game we were watching. It was like no defense. So like not a lot of like two of us out of the
So
five.
it's kind of like the Cavaliers in the playoffs against the Knicks.
pretty
Right.
much.
Right.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah, good
two
point.
of us like were drunk, but then the other three were like stone sober, and we're like, this isn't fun for us.
No,
like
it's after a while, it's kind of like you're kind of like torturing yourself and not having fun at the same time too. That's why
Oh.
I asked like if there's like punts available, like everybody
ones
has
that
to
are
take a shot. Like
the ones that are stone sober were like
the designated drivers.
when we left the first game, when we said, okay, that's the first game of the doubleheader, that's the 1 o'clock game, we switched the rules a little bit. We were like, okay, we're gonna take like the coach, like if he's shown on camera, you got to take a drink.
Yeah.
Like we
Well,
were
they'll have a
that
drinking
way.
game every time they show Taylor Swift too. So
Oh my god, that
would
itself,
that'll be definitely alcohol abuse.
yes, in all ways.
James, hold on. You guys are gonna like this. James, you should take a drink after I play this clip.
Sounds like a lot of. Sound.
It sounds like a lot of hoopla.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, guys,
No,
we're gonna
the
wrap
SpongeBob
this show
episode
up.
with the guy with the horn, like do. Hi piano man, hi this, hi that, hi something
So-
player. Do.
So we gotta wrap this show up.
Yeah.
Just by, how do you feel tomorrow's game is gonna go? With
Joe, I'll let you
Tanner
go first.
McKee and Andy Dalton. And Paul, whatever the third
Peyton,
quarterback
the other,
is.
I
Cole
called
Payton?
him Gary Payton last week. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Cole Payton.
Cole Payton, yeah.
Cole Payton, thank you. Did
Yeah.
it again.
How do you guys feel about the game tomorrow? I'm like, it's
I-
what it is.
I honestly think this is how little my expectations are. I want to see them score at least one offensive touchdown. I'd like to see more than one because I honestly want to see like this offense have a drive. I want to see something sustainable, and I'm skeptical if I'm going to see that tomorrow night. But
yeah.
I'm hoping for it, and I mean I don't care if I get it from Cole Payton. I don't care. Tanner McKee's got to get his head out of his ass.
Hmm.
He just
Oh
does.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Because he was a darling in this organization last year.
He was.
And now he's gone from the darling to like the second-rate
the separate.
cousin. Yeah, well, like here's the thing: is Cole Payton is stealing all the headlines
Yeah.
for like possibly being the number 2 quarterback on this roster.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I know.
so Tanner He's like, wait a minute, he's going to take my spot. There's a chance that Howie might trade Tanner.
It's
But
not looking
Yeah.
good for him right now, and the trade value either.
no,
No. And James, your dad's got one for tomorrow. How many split screens of Jalen and AJ on opposite sidelines?
Well, that's where I was going to
that's
go.
another
at too.
one you would get drunk on.
Well,
That's another
that's
one.
in Boston. That'll be in Boston with Scott Zolak and whoever their
Yeah.
play-by-play guy is, or Bob Succi, whoever their guy. It'll be their cousin from Boston.
And it's still like weird to me that Jalen Brown and AJ Brown are cousins. It's still like weird to me. It's gonna be like that for the rest of my life.
You know, it's like
And who are
stepbrothers. We're not.
cousins?
It's like stepbrothers. You know.
Jalen Brown and AJ Brown.
Oh
They're
yeah.
cousins.
Oh, that's right. They are cousins. That's right.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. They're cousins. Yep.
they're first cousins. Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's true.
They're not related to Dominic Brown by any chance, right?
No.
I was going to go another Brown. I was going
I
to go
think
Antonio Brown.
Jalen-
Reggie Brown.
I
Go
think
Antonio Brown.
I think
God.
Jalen Brown's grandfather told him,
Mm.
and then now, yeah, they're cousins.
Oh, that's
Well,
going to
here's
be.
here's an FYI for Jalen Brown. Sig, if you go to an Eagles game, don't wear a Cowboys hat, please. That
No,
other Brown
don't
didn't
wear
wear.
don't wear the AJ Brown jersey.
Don't wear. No. Well, yeah, yeah, that's true. That's also
Well-
true too.
Well, James, you realize that LeBron James is a Cowboys fan.
Yes,
Same with
I am
Maxie.
aware. And oh boy,
But Maxie came from Texas.
yeah,
Yeah,
but he's from Texas though. I mean, it's the same thing. If somebody
Everything's
is
bigger in
like from,
Texas.
yeah, that's what I think too. Exactly right. But like Dominic Brown, I don't know if he's from Texas. I mean, LeBron, he's a fan of everybody, so it's like I'm not worried about
No, he's just a fan of like whoever
Whoever's
thinks
in the
everyone
spotlight,
else doesn't
yeah.
like. Yeah,
No,
like
no.
whoever is
that. Well,
in
he's
the
that. Well,
spotlight.
technically, he's still a Browns fan, but I don't know if he's still
He's a fan
Ah,
of money. That's
Bingo.
basically
Yeah.
it.
exactly
He's a
right.
fan
and
of
he's
money.
got a lot of it.
I am too.
Uh,
I am too. But I'm not getting into that. But
yeah, I
guys,
got you. Oh God.
next week we'll be talking about the Patriots and Eagles game, and then Eagles and Bengals, where hopefully we'll see some of the starters. So, guys, what you got coming up, James? you-
Tomorrow.
No, Monday.
Oh, Monday. Oh, yeah, Monday. Well, we got. Well, here's the thing, Joe. I'm fully awake, and the Phillies are winning. I guess that's how it feels to win
No,
in
no,
August.
no. Here's the thing, James, and I'm gonna keep saying this. I planted my flag.
You know,
Now will everybody join me?
Joe,
That's
I
the
gotta
deal.
give you credit. I gotta give you credit. I thought you were crazy, but they went on the streak. They went on that streak. Somebody's
what?
listening.
Get
Somebody's
after that
listening. Look,
streak.
JJ.
And then
look
what?
happened.
They're going to lose about 10 in a row again?
Man,
You don't know that.
You never
You don't
know.
know that.
But I will tell you this though: when we had on JJ, the Flyers started to turn it around. So maybe,
guess who
maybe,
And guess who I reached out to?
like the old stick figure commercial guy.
And guess who I reached out
Maybe.
to possibly have an interview with prior to Flyers season,
Nice.
Mr. Jim Jackson.
Ooh,
So
I can't wait.
stay tuned, folks. Jim Jackson will be coming on these airways in the near future.
Yep. And by the way, we got Sixers breaking news. The Sixers are hiring assistant coach Phil Handy, who's actually the coach of assistant coach when LeBron was there with the
I'm
What?
sorry. That's his name,
yes.
Phil Hant. Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
God.
worked with Nick Nurse in Toronto.
Oh my God.
and then he was the assistant coach for LeBron
Oh.
when in
Well,
Lakers and
what's worse
Cavs?
of a what's worse of a name, James? That or Richard
Anthony
Balls?
Weiner.
Or Richard Balls?
no.
Dick.
No,
No,
actually,
no,
believe
no,
it or
no,
not,
no.
no, that can't be right.
All right, guys, I'm gonna say this name, and you guys are gonna laugh.
Brad Hand, Mr. Hand,
General Booty. There's actually a guy
Kayshawn
named-
Booty. Kayshawn
No.
Booty. There you go. There's a one guy that's gonna be in the cave tomorrow. Kayshawn Booty.
All right, guys, we're gonna end it here. We're getting off the
James,
rails.
we've lost James. James is gone.
All right, fly like an eagle every Friday right here on Streamline Sports PA. We'll catch you all next time. Let's go, Birds.
Go Birds.
Welcome to